And I think that the key to overcoming any fear in my mind is, we talked about this a little earlier, which is inoculation. And this idea, and I actually looked up the definition of inoculation, and it's the introduction of a pathogen or antigen into a living organism to stimulate the production of antibodies. So you're giving yourself a little bit,
right,
and you give yourself a little bit, and you build up off there.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. You take the small doses, so it prepares you for the bigger doses. And one of my daughters, my middle daughter, she was really wanting to be in the school play, right, and other plays around town. And okay, cool. Well, that's cool, but she was horrified to go out in front of an audience. Horrified. I'd say, okay, sing a song for me. And it's not that big of a deal because I'm her dad, and so she'd sing a song for me. And even then, she'd be a little bit embarrassed, but she'd sing a song for me. And then a couple days later, I had my wife, hey, sing that song for both of us. Mm-hmm. And then it was, my wife's got a friend over, hey, sing that song for the three of us. Because now you get a mystery person, an unknown in the room. Okay, so she's overcoming that fear. And each time she's getting a little bit more and more confident. Because we took her to, what are they called? Tryouts. What's the tryout called?
Auditions.
We took her to a couple auditions where it was her turn and she didn't go. She broke down just crying and just couldn't handle it. Mm-hmm. And so then it was a few of my wife's friends were over. Then it was some of my friends were over. So now you got, guys and girls. And each time she got more and more confident. Mm-hmm. And eventually she just didn't care anymore. And she was totally confident, and she got the lead role in the school play. She legitimately got the lead role in the school play. So
the fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
Yep.
I could have been great.
I never forget one time I was running by a graveyard when I was fucking just trying to become, I was fat. And I ran by a graveyard and I looked out there, and I have all these epiphanies, man. I have all these fucking moments of it's crazy, man, of just thought. Cause I'm always by myself. I'm always in deep fucking thought about how to be better. And I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there fucking just are so upset with how you lived your life and fucking just regret how you lived it. And I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't fucking die like this, bro. Don't die like this. So people wonder where this shit comes from me. It comes from such deep thought of trying to see what this is all about. What is this life all about? What am I all about? Why am I here? I had to find purpose.
So she was able to overcome that fear. And in the SEAL teams, we do the same kind of thing. Where you're going to get inoculated against stress. As much as they can stress you out in the SEAL teams, they're going to stress you out. There's going to be machine gun fire. You're going to be used to that. There's going to be explosions going off. You're going to be used to that. We used to do live fire machine gun drills and IAD drills, immediate action drills. We were maneuvering around. We used to do that without ear protection, and sometimes. So you get used to this crazy banging. We don't do that anymore because it's not smart.
So that's when I put in my mind that I'm going to go to the toughest military training on the planet. And where it has the most water, the thing I was scared of the most, I had to go back. So a lot of us run away from our fears. Sure. And we box ourselves in to a lifestyle of this is all we can do. Because I'm afraid of everything outside this box. Yeah. So I'm comfortable inside this box. I jumped the box.
Oh, you did, yeah.
For the first time in my life. Mentally, I jumped the box and said, hey, I got to come out here and play.
What happens when I decide that I am qualified? What happens when I decide for myself that I'm going to do something different? One thing, Jocko Willink was in here last week, and one thing that's really been pressing with me that we discussed is staying motivated. And I have been finding myself more motivated, even when I do not feel like doing something, to do it. That my brain doesn't dictate how. My brain does not get to choose. My brain can feel a certain way, but it's not going to choose how I behave all the time. I just can't let it do it anymore. Because nothing changes and nothing changes, man. We'll sit around forever wondering, well, what if I was a dog catcher? Would I be the best? What if I was what if I'd worked on at a avalanche, searching for avalanches and predicting them, or what is it called, a geologist? Who would would I be able to do it? You don't know. Until you say, yeah, I'm gonna take action. Nothing changes if nothing changes, man.
Sometimes, because it is intimidating. You just talked about it, how intimidating and how difficult
Right.
the mountain was just to get a chance.
Afraid.
Yeah,
Afraid.
terrible fear.
Yes.
Yet you made a decision. It is as simple as us making a decision, I'm going to do this no matter what. Is that essentially what happened that night in the shower?
You know what? It was over a period of time, that voice became haunting. When I was younger, I could get away from it a little bit.
Right.
When it becomes something that steady just pecks at you
Yeah.
all day long, no matter what you're doing, like if I was talking to you back then, I was 300 pounds.
Sure.
I could be talking to you in this voice at the same time, like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? You're a loser. Where you going, man? This is what you can do your whole life.
Right.
So it'd be talking to me as I'm talking to everybody. Right. It was almost like I had two people.
Right.
And I'm like, good God, just
Right.
shut up.
Right.
Just
Right.
I
Sure.
want to be comfortable. I want to be left alone. Like I don't want to face all these things that life gave me.
So you got to a point where you were sick and tired of hearing that voice.
I was sick and tired of not facing the fact that I've allowed life to make me feel like a loser. And a lot of us allow life to do that, and we accept it. And a lot of us talk about how we believe in God. We believe in something higher than us. If that is truth, you won't allow yourself to feel that way.